Welcome back to Adventures with Rosie, and today we're doing a bit of spring cleaning.
We are. So if you haven't watched our last video, we have come home for a couple of weeks and we are using it as a good chance to pull everything out, have a big old refresh and clean.
Yeah, so if you didn't see the sort of past videos explaining what we're up to, we'll link them somewhere around here. But yeah, a couple of weeks we're home for. We started writing a list of everything we want to do when we're home. It's now a mile long.
Yeah.
Bunch of cleaning we need to do in here. Like, it's a really good opportunity to kind of strip everything off, wash everything, kind of remove the couch squabs and clean some crumbs out and that sort of thing. So yeah, we're going to rip into that today.
Yep, and I'm going to go through all the kids' clothes, sort out the next size up for them, winter stuff, and give the books and toys a good refresh as well, so that it's all nice and new for them when we come back in.
That's a good idea. We've got a bunch of books and toys still in storage, so if we swap everything over, the kids will think they're brand new. So yeah, a bunch of stuff to do. Also need to clean the outside. We've neglected the cleaning of the outside of the caravan a bit.
Yes.
So I'm going to enlist Harvey's help there, and I might actually do that now while the sun's out.
Good idea.
Well, I kind of realised after that little intro that it's not the most exciting video, is it, cleaning the caravan? There's a few things I need your advice on, actually. And as always, we're going to take you along for every part of our adventure. Some videos are more exciting than others. But thank you as always for watching. We appreciate the support. First things first, I think I'm going to strip all the sheets off, the beds, all the bedding actually. Give it all a wash. It's kind of hard to do all that in kind of one day when you're out and about in the caravan. Obviously 3 bunk beds, it's a lot of sheets, a lot of washing. So yeah, I'm going to stack the mattresses up, air them out, strip all our bedding off, get all that washed, and then I think we'll tackle the outside. Alright, only about 3 days worth of washing ahead of us. They're actually pretty decent quality, these mattresses in here, actually, the caravan. I wouldn't mind one day maybe getting a double that's got the pillow top on it. We realised at home how good our mattress is compared to this. It's pretty good, like the inner sprung mattresses here up the front. Could just do that lovely pillow top on the top. If you're a mattress company and you want to hook us up with a mattress, we actually dented this mattress as well. Not what you're thinking. We've kind of busted one of the springs in it, I think, kneeling on it at the front here to get up to these overhead lockers above us. We kind of keep our clothes up there, so we kneel on the front of the mattress, and I think it's had one kneel too many on the front, and we've kind of busted a spring a little bit, but yeah, not what you're thinking. Mind out of the gutter. This is actually a really good opportunity to defrost the fridge finally. I don't know if you can see up here, we have a giant block of ice on the grills of our fridge. We had all those problems. Those of you that have been following along the adventure since the day we left, like a week into our trip, we had the fridge wasn't kind of staying cold. It was like pretty warm, stuff wasn't staying cold in the freezer, and we actually found on the outside where the air vents are that some insulation had fallen out of the roof cavity over the vents and it was overheating. So we cranked it up to 5, sorted out the insulation, left it on 5, and then a week later we had this block of ice up there. But I've never really had the time to, like, you know, have nothing in the fridge. When do you ever have nothing in the fridge to kind of defrost it? So yeah, that's the plan. We are parked on a slight angle, so hopefully no water runs over the floor. Just chuck a container in under there and leave that turned off for a few days, and hopefully that ice disappears. Alright, so for cleaning the outside, I've enlisted my main man, Harvey. He's going to clean the outside of the caravan and earn some pocket money. You want some pocket money?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pay him a few dollars to clean the outside. We've neglected the outside a bit. We haven't cleaned it much, have we, while we've been away? It's covered in mud. And we also need to clean the solar panels. We're not getting heaps of solar this time of year, being winter, and dirty solar panels definitely won't be helping, so I'm going to climb up the fence and see if I can clean the solar panels as well. Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, high five. While we are busy out cleaning the outside, I thought I'd show you what I broke in the last few weeks on the caravan, and that is to do with this waste outlet here from our grey tank. basically what I did was jack up the caravan with our portable tank underneath that outlet, and I've bent the pipe, and what it looks like it's happened is it's kind of broken away from the pipe sealant, so this pipe spins freely now and does drip a little bit. So I'm going to need to do a dash at some stage, take that pipe off, the bracket off, and reseal or solvent the pipe back together. It's not terrible, still works, but just leaks a little bit, so it needs addressing. So it just occurred to me while I was cleaning the back of the caravan, I've never checked the spare tyre out. The spare tyre on these Jayco Journeys sit on the back here. The newer models actually sit up underneath, they're quite smart. Got a kind of clean looking back to them. But this one sits here under this cover. It's got one bolt that you take out with a standard tyre iron. So I'm going to take it off. I just suddenly thought, I wonder if it's like a good tyre, or if it's inflated, or you know, I'd hate to get somewhere, middle of nowhere, have a flat tyre, go to use the spare, and the spare's no good. So I'm going to whip that off, check the tyre out, and clean out what I'm guessing will be 6 months worth of spiders from all over the South Island. So yeah, we'll give that a crack. Well, a few spiders, but the tyre's in good shape, so good. Well worth checking. If you haven't checked yours in a while, give it a go. Have a look. Yeah, seems good. Give it a wash. Sorted. Alright, well, a bit of a funny story. Last night I came in here to check how the freezer was going with the defrost, and that block of ice was actually wiggly up the top. The whole block was had come away from the fins a little bit. So I thought I'll pull it out and I'll put it in the sink so that it can defrost in the sink. Then there's no puddle in the bottom of the fridge. Now what I didn't realize is this little thermistor or thermostat for the fridge was inside that block of ice, and I pulled it clean out. So I have snapped the cables and kind of bent the plug on this. There's just two cables sticking out of the fridge now, two wires. So I've got to figure out which end is which and put this back together. Just what I need, another job. Well, it all appears to be working. I didn't bother with those little connectors because I tried to reuse the one I'd broken, but because they're already crimped, they're very hard to use. So I've just soldered it for the time being, got a bit of heat shrink I'm about to put on there. Fridge is on, no error codes, so fingers crossed. I had to guess which wire was which. Educated guess that the brown wire coming out of the fridge was the earth and the dashed wire was the negative on the thermistor, but we'll see. I couldn't find a wiring diagram for that part of the fridge, so we will see. Fun and games. Well, it's been a pretty productive week here in the caravan, slowly coming together. Feels kind of nice and clean again. Also filled the gas tanks ready to go. The diesel heater and the spare can are all filled the tanks, so yeah, we're looking good. A couple of little things I did as well was I found some old carpet in our garage and I cut it to the size of the step in the caravan. I actually saw that in another video, just as like a kind of way to protect the carpet in the step, right? Old piece of carpet, it can get muddy, you don't really care what happens to it. And I lined the tunnel boot storage with cardboard from cardboard boxes. So another thing I saw in a video once, basically then anything that leaks or toilet chemicals or marks or dirt or anything from gumboots are just going to get the cardboard dirty. Yeah, and not the actual sort of flooring in the boot. So another little tip there you could try out. Now, speaking of other YouTubers, Ruby and I were watching a YouTuber family here in New Zealand that travel around in their caravan called Leopards Gone Wild, and great channel actually. I'll link them up at the top, you should go and check them out. And Ruby and I were sitting down watching their latest vlog, and I noticed that on the back of their caravan they have a PVC pipe used for storage. And I thought, hey, that gives me an idea. We should put one on this caravan for our waste water hose. Currently we store it in a container in the back of the boot, but I work in the back of the boot as well, as some of you may know, and I'm always getting those containers out, putting them on the ground, setting up my office, you know, all the time basically. So there's a lot of stuff in our boot I would like to not have in there, have a bit more space, you know, a bit easier to pack down and set up. So what I'm thinking is I might get a piece of PVC pipe. I'll measure up how wide the pipe is, and put it up under the back of the caravan, some sort of screw cap on it so it's all sealed, and store our waste hose in there. And I'll store it down the back by the waste outlet from the grey tank, and then I can slide the hose out, you know, plug it in and drain the tank. So might work on that in this week as well. All going to plan. But yeah, we're getting there. We're also getting closer to going back on the road, which is pretty exciting. Got a huge trip ahead of us. We'll share more about that in our live stream this Saturday, if you're watching this in time. But yeah, thank you as always for watching. I know a bit of a dull video, I'm sorry, but hey, that's all part of it, right? So yeah, we'll be back on the road in a week's time. Take you back down. We're heading for the snow. We're going to see how this caravan performs in the snow. Kids are going to do a bit of skiing and catch up with some family down in Queenstown, so it's going to be pretty nice. So yeah, looking forward to getting back on the road, eh? Yeah? See you later. Bye. You wave? Thanks for watching.